Second technique. This consciousness exists as each being and nothing else exists. Scientists used to say in the past that only matter exists and nothing else exists. Great systems of philosophy arose based on this concept that only matter exists. But even those who believed that matter exists, they had to concede that something like consciousness is there. Then what it is? So they said that consciousness is just a epiphenomena, just a byproduct of matter. It is nothing but matter in disguise. Something very subtle but still material. But this half century has seen a very great miracle happen. Scientists tried and tried to find out what matter is, and the more they tried, the more they came to realize that there is nothing like matter. The matter was analyzed and found that it has disappeared. Nietzsche said just 100 years before that God is dead. And with God dead, there can be no consciousness, because God means the totality of consciousness. But just within 100 years' time, matter is dead. And now matter is dead not because religious people believe so. Now matter is dead because scientists have come to a definite conclusion that matter is just appearance. It appears because we cannot see very deeply. If we can see deeply, it disappears. And then energy is left. This phenomena of energy, non-material energy, force, has been known by mystics since long. In the Vedas, in the Bible, in Quran, in Upanishads, all over the world, mystics have penetrated into existence, and they have concluded always that matter is just an appearance. Deep down, there is no matter, but energy. With this, now science agrees. But the mystics have said one thing more, and science has yet to agree with it. And science will have to agree with it. Those mystics have come to another conclusion also. They say when you penetrate deep in energy, energy also disappears and only consciousness remains. So these are three layers. Matter, the first layer, the surface. If you penetrate the surface, then the second layer becomes apparent. You can perceive the second layer, which is energy. And if you penetrate energy, then the third layer becomes illumined, and the third layer is consciousness. In the beginning, science said they are just dreaming, because we see only matter and nothing else. Then science tried to penetrate, and mystics' second layer was affirmed, that matter is just apparent, Deep down, it is nothing but energy. Now, mystics have another claim also. They say penetrate more into energy, and energy also disappears, and there remains only consciousness. That consciousness is God. That is the deepest, most core. If you penetrate in your body, these three layers are there. Just on the surface is your body. Body looks material. But deep in body there are currents of life, prana, vital energy. Without that vital energy, your body will just be a corpse. It is alive with something flowing in it. That flowing something is energy. But deep, still deep, you are aware. You can witness your body, your vital energy, you can witness both. That witnessing is your consciousness. Every existence has three layers. The deepest is the witnessing consciousness. Just in the middle is vital energy. And just on the surface is matter, material body. This technique says this consciousness exists as each being and nothing else exists. What you are, who you are. If you close your eyes and try to find out who you are, ultimately you are bound to come to a conclusion that you are consciousness. Because everything else may belong to you, but you are not that. The body belongs to you. But you can be aware of the body. And that which is aware of the body becomes separate. The body becomes the object of knowledge, and you become the subject. You can know your body. Not only you can know, you can manipulate your body. You can activate your body or you can make inactive. You are separate. You can do something with your body. Not only that you are not body, you are not your mind. Because you can become aware of your mind also. Thoughts move, you can see them. You can do something with your thoughts also. You can make them disappear completely. You can become thoughtless. Or you can concentrate your consciousness on one thought. And you may not allow it to move from there. You can focus yourself on it and it will have to remain there. Or you can allow a river-like flow of thoughts. You can do something with your thoughts. Even you can dissolve them completely and there is no thought. But you are. You will know that there are no thoughts. A vacuum has come into being. But you will be there witnessing that vacuum. Only one thing you cannot separate yourself with is your witnessing energy. That means you are that. You cannot separate yourself from it. You can separate with everything. You can know you are not your body, you are not your mind, but you cannot know that you are not your witnessing. Because whatsoever you do, you will be the witness. You cannot separate yourself from witnessing. That witnessing is consciousness. And unless you come to a point from where separation becomes impossible, you have not come to yourself. So there are methods in which the seeker goes on eliminating. He goes on eliminating first the body, then the mind, and then comes to the point where nothing can be eliminated. In Upanishads they say neti neti. This is a deep method. This is not, that is not. So the seeker goes on knowing this is not me, this is not I. Goes on and on. Ultimately he comes to a point where he cannot say this is not I. Just a witnessing self remains. Pure consciousness remains. This pure consciousness exists as each being. Whatsoever is in existence is just a phenomena of this consciousness. Just a wave, a crystallization of this consciousness. And nothing else exists. But this has to be felt. Analysis can be helpful. Intellectual understanding can be helpful. But this has to be felt, that nothing else exists. Only consciousness exists. And behave as if only consciousness exists.